If you're like me and often suffer from brain fog or lack focus, then you sometimes need a little bit of supplementation. And Lion's Mane is what I use. Why Lion's Mane? This is a clip from the Fresh Cat podcast to tell you exactly why these things are so special.
Before diving into the study, I want to talk a little bit about neurotrophic factors because it is important to understand those if we want to understand how this whole thing works. In short, they are a family of proteins that support the growth, survival, and differentiation of neurons in the brain and the rest of the nervous system. So not only do they protect the brain's neurons from degradation, but can also help promote new ones to grow. Some examples of this are BDNF, which means brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and NGF, which is nerve growth factor. We produce these in our brain, or using scientist parlance, you could say they are endogenous, meaning they are created inside of us. But if we weren't able to create them for some reason, or if we wanted more, we would need to find neurotrophic factors from an outside source, otherwise known as an exogenous source. And scientists have tried to find different exogenous sources of neurotrophic factors, but it's kind of difficult to do. One reason is because these things are just hard to synthesize or hard to create in a lab. But another reason is that even if we could ingest them or get them inside of us somehow, they degrade really quickly and will probably degrade before they're able to get to our brain and do any good. And finally, these exogenous neurotrophic factors have difficulty getting to where they need to get to because of something called the blood-brain barrier. So typically they're very large molecules and they're not able to cross this blood-brain barrier, which is something that protects our brain, so it's obviously a good thing, but it also can prevent certain things like exogenous neurotrophic factors from being able to get into our brain. But that's what makes Lion's Mane so amazing and so special and so unique, is because it contains compounds that are pure and safe natural compounds that actually can cross the blood-brain barrier and promote the synthesis of nerve growth factor.
So the fact that the molecules are small enough to get through the blood-brain barrier is why Lion's Mane is so special, as well as the neurogenesis that it creates, creating new and growing new neurons. I've also found that zinc and B vitamins help hugely with overall mood and general brain function as well. I actively recommend these guys, Genius Mind, a UK-based company, one of the top sellers in the UK for mental performance and cognitive function. If you suffer from brain fog, have ADHD, or just want to supercharge your focus, then these are the guys to try. I'll drop a link below if you're interested.